The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNCNow.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transform a community that sees all things new. I am Reina Pelayo and I am streaming live from Pasig City. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, anywhere in the world. Welcome to Grow with the Flow here on TNC. Hello, and once again, welcome to Grow with the Flow. And we are now in our episode 13 of the season one. And I'm really happy to have this special guest with us to this afternoon. And she is someone that I've known for several years now. And this woman progresses her career into something more significant. No? The title of our show is, the title of our episode is Helping Families Create Healthier Homes. So from the title itself, we know already that it is something parang health, no? Health and family. These are the two very important and priorities of most of us naman, no, when it comes to living our life. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you guys, to all my audience here in Grow with the Flow, Miss Christina Langit or Doctora Tina Langit. Hi Tina, good afternoon.
Hi, Rain! Happy to be here. Natuloy din tayo.
Thank you so much for saying yes. And look how beautiful you are, no? Very blooming.
Thank
Uh,
you.
yes, well, Tina just came from a out of the country trip and she really has a very busy schedule pero napagbigyan pa rin naman tayo. So, Tina, can you please tell us about the title of our episode nga, no? Helping families create healthier homes. So can you I want you to walk through the audience, no? Give us a parang short introduction of what you do. So please tell us about how did you started with this. We know you
Who
are
I
a
am. Yeah.
yeah, so that makes
Hello,
it so special.
yes. Hello, everybody. Hello to all the viewers of the TNC, the new channel or TNC. So, hi, I am Doctina Langit. I'm a mom of three. To Inigo, Cara, and Amia. I'm a wife to third. We've been together since college, like fourth year college ko. We met in UP, and then so my husband is a lawyer naman and I'm a doctor. Currently I do mostly wellness work as a physician, doing integrative health work. And with that, I do a lot of work also. I mean, in our personal life, I'm also a plant tita. So I love plants. So if you will look at our balcony, it's like a jungle. It's a jungle to the point na pinagbabayad kami ng condo. And then I'm also a lover and an avid user and believer of essential oils. More kwento about how I got into that maybe later. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I love using essential oils. And I'm also a Sun Life financial advisor. So because I believe that having a good financial backing, you're financially secure, is part of having a really healthy home also. And then we also in our home we do so, well, not naman many but a few things that may be different from other people, because we believe nga that we are one part of a big whole, and that big whole is the universe. And we all everything that we do impacts other parts of the universe, other parts of this earth. So we really just need to be more conscious. So
Yeah.
ayan, I do, siguro just to add, Rain, to that, in our home, we do, well, segregation, strict ako dyan.
Mm.
And then we do bokashi also, yung
Mm.
we
Yeah.
collect our food garbage, food waste, and then we send them somewhere so that they will turn into soil again. Yung mga ganon. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of amazing, no, how you do things. Despite of yeah, I know, no, your kids are still very young pa, but you were able to embed yung. Are they also involved when it comes to segregation? Yun,
They don't have a choice.
yeah,
They
which is a
don't
good
have-
practice. Oo,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Kasi, it's really starts from, it's kind of cliche, pero yun naman ang totoo, it starts with the family, di ba? So, malaking factor yun na at a very young age na
yeah.
i-infuse one. But I know you're nga, doctor ka, pero what it is nandoon sa integrative health that you made it really more, parang decided ka na now na to really focus on it?
Yeah. So I think one of the push is really me becoming a mother. So when
Mhm.
I became a mom, 10 years ago,
Mhm.
syempre when you're a mom, iba na yung ano mo, iba yung pagtingin mo sa buhay. So you really
True.
just want to give the best for your kids, right? So
Mhm.
when my firstborn was there,
Mhm.
started growing up, medyo sickly siya. So he used to be very sickly, lagi siyang may sipon, lagi siyang may ubo,
Mhm.
yung ganyan. So we would go to the pedia and they would give us antihistamines, and then
Mhm.
maya't maya bibigyan din kami ng antibiotics kasi nga madali siyang magkasakit. So,
Yeah.
sabi ko sa nung time na parang, oh my gosh, sunod-sunod yung antibiotics, parang every 2 to 3 months nabibigyan kami ng antibiotics. And then
Mhm.
before that, na-diagnose pa siya with childhood TB. So, di ba parang ang dami na.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
for me, it was like, ano ba to? I'm a doctor, but I cannot even properly
Mhm.
help my son na parang to be free of these
Yeah.
antibiotics. So I
Correct.
don't want him to develop like resistance, ganon. But with
Mhm.
all the antibiotics that he's been taking, parang papunta doon. So I don't want him to reach that point, right? So
Mhm.
I really wanted alternatives. So the first thing that I got into was essential oils. A friend
Mhm.
introduced me to it. Sabi niya, Tina, baka gusto mong itry. Ako naman, medyo kalad ka rin ako eh. So, tapos hindi rin ako marunong mag-no. So, parang ako, oh sige, I will try it. 9,000 pesos back then.
Mhm.
So, sige, I will try. And then I
Mhm.
read about it, I learned about it, as in inok-ok ko talaga yung
Mhm.
pagbabasa about it.
Mhm.
And, when we started using it, syempre hindi siya magic pill. But
Correct.
in to 4 weeks, ganyan. As in, naging
Mhm.
okay yung son ko na wala yung regular sipon niya, gano'n. And it's been 5 years since we've been using essential oils, and we haven't used antibiotics since. So that's a very
Mhm.
good, like for me, it's freedom. Freedom from,
True. Yes, that's
using
mhm.
your medicines. I mean, for me, it's okay naman to use medicines, but they should be like your last resort. So now I'm
Correct.
happy that we have essential oils. But when I got into essential oils,
Mhm.
I got more conscious about other
Mhm.
aspects of our lives also.
Yeah.
Parang it opened up a whole new world of concerns for me. Not
Yes.
just about essential oils, but other
Mhm.
things also. So, like nutrition, I really got into nutrition. So there,
Mhm.
I enrolled in cooking classes, yung ganon,
Yes.
vegan. We're not yet vegan, but like
Mhm.
personally, I do not enjoy a lot of like pork or beef
Mhm.
anymore or chicken.
Mhm.
Parang
Mhm.
when we eat, konti lang, and then more gulay na, yung ganon.
Mhm.
But for my kids, as in, so we change, we introduce a lot of gulay also, and
That's
uh,
nice.
from from regular na parang store-bought, we started
Mhm.
getting
Mhm.
organic sources even for our
Mhm.
meat. Yung
Mhm.
gano'n. So, ang
Mhm.
daming learning and unlearning na nangyari. So, there's your nutrition, and then we got more conscious about movement also, because
Yeah.
fitness,
Mhm.
doing movement is super important, as lalo na like me, I'm almost 40.
Mhm.
So I don't wanna, age na parang, pagtanda ko ang dami kong aches and pains, yung
Correct,
ganyan.
'di ba? Age gracefully dapat. Mm.
Yes, or parang yung tayong mga babae, we're very prone to osteoporosis, yung ganyan. So
Yes. Yes.
I want to live a life with vitality. Yung gano'n na parang even at your senior age, you're able to do the things that you want to do. Yung gano'n. And
Exactly.
you're happy, you're free from disease, yung ganyan. So
Mhm.
it's really a conscious effort. So we're moving more, even for our kids, while they're growing, it's really important to move. Syempre, medyo challenging during the pandemic, but we're thankful that medyo mas open na talaga ngayon, so they're
Mhm.
also able to move more. So for me and my husband, ganun talaga. So we do regular strength training, and
Mhm.
also some cardio. Yan. So we do that. And then syempre plantita. So alam mo yon, yung
Yes, hindi mawawala 'yun, oo.
hindi mawawala ang pagiging plantita kasi,
Mhm.
even before the pandemic, I already super love plants. So ako yung mahilig talagang mag-shopping ng mga halaman. Kasi for me,
Yes, yes.
plants are your natural sources of
True.
oxygen, and they also help
Mm,
clean
mm.
your environment, 'di ba? And we live in Metro Manila, and Metro Manila is full of
Yes,
pollution. So,
tama.
aside from essential oil, syempre dapat meron ka ding natural na halaman na nandyan. And
Yes.
hashtag, plants make people happy also.
Oo naman. I
So parang
agree.
yung natural
Mm.
natural greens that you see
Yes,
every day,
yes.
alive, yung gano'n,
Mm.
they can be a big source of joy. So, well, in a way, parang blessing or push for my husband. Kasi
Mm.
during the pandemic, naging plantito din siya. So,
Yeah, parang nakikita ko nga yata yung may mga post ka na, yun, engaging him also, 'di ba? Pero
yes, siya yung
meron siyang green
taga-ano,
thumb din.
mga gano'n.
Meron
So,
naman siyang green thumb.
mukha naman. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
ako naman personally, I don't think it's a green thumb is taking care of plants is a learned skill. So wala na.
Oh.
I don't think anyone will parang may black thumb yung mga
Oo,
ganon.
hindi kasi ako
Hindi naman.
feeling ko lang parang I love plants but yun,
Oo.
maybe you can also share 'no, yung ano mo,
Oo.
tips mo on how to do this. I love plants but pagka ako
Yeah.
na, parang namamatay. That's why ayun, I
Okay,
end up
so
just looking at
I
them
think
na
the key there para hindi ka mag-give up as a
mm,
plantita or plantito is to start with plants that are easy to take care of. Yung plants
oh,
na tipong kahit hayaan mo, buhay sila.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, oo. So that you don't get ano, a lot of people start with yung succulents. They think
Yes.
it's
So,
easy
yung
to
mga
take
nakikita ko
care
na.
of. No, they're hard. I mean, even for me, it is hard.
Mm-mm.
Hindi sila masyadong bagay with our environment. And
Mm.
kaya nga 'di ba karamihan ng mga succulents galing pa ng Baguio, yung mga gano'n.
Yes,
So,
oo, kasi yun yung
yeah,
talagang
so
environment na
yeah.
nakasanayan nila.
So,
So,
iba sila dito. I mean, they're medyo tricky to take care of. So, don't choose those para hindi ka ma-heartbreak so that you can still push that. So, me, I love that and I would love to see like our cities being
mhm,
more green. Nabanggit mo nga kanina, 'di ba, that I came from Singapore recently at
mhm.
napapasana all ka talaga doon because they really have a good program of
Yes.
re-greening their city. 'Di ba?
Mhm,
Like they're
mm.
requiring that all their buildings will have a
Yes.
certain number of green areas, yung
Mhm,
mga gano'n. So,
mm.
sana
Yeah.
all may gano'n din tayong
Oo,
program.
correct. And we need it, no? Parang the
Yes,
environment, Mother Earth needs our help, no? Hindi naman
yes,
kakayanin lang ng
definitely.
ni Mother Earth yun. Also
Yeah.
us, we need to have contribution. And it's nice, no, to know these things from you, Tina. And
Mm.
mabalik tayo dun sa essential oils. I'm kind of curious lang doon, no? Ever since
Mm.
naman I know na pag sinabing essential oils, napaka-passionate ng talagang ano, ini-explain mo to eh, di ba? Or how are you oh, the nice thing about Tina, talagang i-educate ka niya.
Mm.
She's not just an advocate per se, no? Ano ba, pushing something. Pero i-educate niya, magkausap niya, and hindi siya nauubusan ng, you always have something to share, no? Oo. Yeah, but for those na hindi pa masyadong first time narinig ko, siguro hindi naman first time or parang hindi masyadong familiar about essential oils.
Mm.
Ano sa tingin mo yung pinaka-essential na benefits that these oils are giving to humans like us? Para lang
Well,
get sila.
yeah. Siguro maybe first we can define what essential oils are. So
Mm.
basically, essential oils are secondary metabolites that you can find in plants. So they're not like your chlorophyll that is part of
Mhm.
your like essential. But
Yeah.
without secondary metabolites, yung plants mahirapan siyang at least in their natural environment, mahirapan sila to fight off whatever is trying to attack them. Yung ganon. So,
Okay.
these are produced by plants within them so that
Mhm.
they could defend themselves. They could
Mhm.
take care of themselves. They could maintain health within themselves. 'Di ba? So,
Mhm.
the essential oils that we get, there are thousands of compounds, yung alam mo yun, mga natural chemicals that are there
Mhm.
in one plant. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Yes, in one plant alone. So, talagang ang dami mong pwedeng benefit. Siyempre, iba-ibang halaman, mas pronounce yung ganitong chemical
Mhm.
kaysa dito sa isa. So, it depends on the kind of plant. But generally, a lot of these flowery scents, okay, like
Mhm.
your lavender,
Yeah.
yung mga ganon, they're
Eucalyptus, di ba yung
eucalyptus is medyo minty and everything. But
oh,
yung mga lavender, mga flowers, rose, they're good for the skin, ganon. And they're
oh,
also very relaxing. So,
mhm.
while your citrus oils, okay, like your lemon, orange, bergamot, okay,
Mhm.
lime, they're
Mhm.
good for increasing your ano ba, supporting your mental health. Kasi 'di
Ah,
ba kapag naamoy mo ang lemon, para
oo,
siyang
yes.
ray of sunshine in a bottle. Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Oo.
So those oils
Oh.
tend to be very cheap, but they're very good talaga in picking
Mhm.
our emotions up. And they're also
Oh.
very good for cleaning. Okay? While
Mhm.
herbs, okay, herbs like your mga tarragon, parsley,
Mhm.
basil, etc. They're the
Mhm.
ones that are more targeted towards uneasiness inside our bodies. Okay, so like
Mhm.
we need extra care because we're kind of feeling off. A lot of these herby oils are good for us. Okay?
Oh,
While
okay.
there are scents that are woodsy, okay, like
Mm-hmm.
your frankincense, copaiba,
Mm-hmm.
cedar wood, these are oils naman that are very calming and grounding. So in terms of mental well-being also, it helps us more relax, papatulugin ka, yung mga ganon. Mas
Nice.
clear
Oh,
yung
nice.
utak mo, mga ganon. So
Mm-hmm.
generally, gano'n. Siyempre yung mga menthol, like your peppermint, they're good for opening up your sinuses, gano'n.
Oh, okay.
Marami
So for
silang
each oil, yeah, oo, for each oil, talagang maraming benefits. Hindi lang 1:1. One
Yes,
oil can give you thousands of
yes.
benefits pala,
And the
yeah.
good thing about oils is that if you have different oils, you can mix them up. So,
Oh, okay.
yes, and you can make your own signature scent. For example, you can make your own perfume. You don't need to buy from anywhere else. Make your own
Mm-mm.
Reina Pelayo scent. You know?
Rain scent, raining scent.
Yes, great scent.
I like that.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
you can also make your own soap, yung mga ganon, make your
Mm.
own shampoo or whatever,
Mm.
candles if you
Correct.
want. You can put it in a diffuser and experience nature inside your home, di ba?
That's what I usually do for essential oils. Nilalagay ko sa diffuser. So now that you mentioned na pwede po lang gawing soap or scented candles also being, ano, di ba, nilalagyan din. Oh,
Yes,
marami pa
pwede.
siyang,
Yung
yes.
sobrang
Mm-mm.
dami niyang uses.
Mm-mm.
You know what? I even use my essential oils to spray on my plants. Ganun.
Mm.
But then, because
Okay.
essential oils are also considered, ano sila parang high frequency objects, like they increase our energy levels. There are some
Mm-hmm.
oils now that attract better luck, yung mga ganyan, abundance.
All
So,
right.
yung bagay pa. So, um,
Yes.
so how do we incorporate essential oils ba in our life? For example,
Mm-mm.
my kids, when they go out, we make sure that we put oils on them before they go out, and then before they sleep, as in we put oils on them also. My kids love na magmamassage yung mga paa nila before they sleep. So we put on them also. And then we diffuse so that we'll have a good night of sleep. Yung ganon. So it's
Mm-mm.
really, part of our everyday life. And then, kunwari sabi niya, sige, mag-diffuse tayo ng abundance ngayon. Parating ang pera. Mga
Oh,
ganyan.
okay. So they know that already, no?
Yeah,
Alam na
or
nila.
abundance in people that we can serve, right? It
Yes,
depends on your
yes.
intention also, 'di ba? So it all
Correct, yeah.
depends from your intention. So
Yes.
I think with essential oils, I found deeper spirituality also, Rain, which is
Mm.
another aspect of health, 'di ba?
Yes,
Because
yes,
if
and
you
it's
don't
part of
feel
it.
like you're connected to the source, yung
Yeah.
ganyan, or to the God above, it's
Yeah.
iba rin di ba? You don't feel
Oo.
rooted, yung ganyan. So,
So,
I think
paano? How do you, curious lang ako, how do you do that? Yung oil, essential oils and then spirituality. Paano,
so
how do you
like
mix it?
oil, yung frankincense, for example,
Mm.
you can use it during your prayer time or
Oh,
even your yoga. I mean, if you're
yeah.
the type of person who does yoga, which is for
Mm-mm.
some people is a spiritual practice, that's those
Mm.
you can diffuse those kinds of oils. Yung
Oh,
gano'n. Yeah.
okay. Oh, that's nice, no? Oh,
Yeah.
here in the Philippines ba, what are the observations that you can see? Tayo bang mga Pilipino magamit na rin ba ng essential oils? And
I
how do
think
you...
there a lot of us are already using, but there's still a big part of the population that are not.
Mm,
It's understandable naman though
yeah,
because hindi naman it's not as affordable. At least the
correct.
quality means
Mm,
I'm using Young Living, so for some people it might not be as affordable as they
mm,
want, diba? But yun
yeah.
nga, we just need to be careful because we get what we pay for, right? So if you buy from the mall, from yung mga mabibili lang dyan, iba yung quality. It's not something
Yeah,
that can probably support your health, yung ganyan.
correct,
Uh,
correct.
a lot of the oils that we can buy na mura, tapos yung malalaki pa, yung gano'n.
Mm, mm,
Malalaki,
mm.
tapos yung iba talagang gallons of ano. Then
Yes,
from
oo.
yeah, so yung production nun is
Hindi.
probably
Yes,
yeah,
oo.
so parang laden with some toxic chemicals, which we don't
Correct.
want, of course, for our
Yes, mm.
so
And
we
it
have to be
depletes the ano, 'di ba? Pagka gano'n kasi, it depletes the benefits ng
yes,
essential
yes,
oils. That's why you're
yes.
using it because you want to parang have a quality life out of that
Mm.
thing that's being
Yes,
nagka-consume,
yeah.
'di ba?
Oo.
Yeah, I
Rain, gusto
understand.
ko lang ding idagdag 'no, so we're talking about integrative health also. So,
Mhm,
for example, even the products that we use in our
mhm.
homes can affect, everything, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, when we wash our clothes with toxic chemicals,
Mhm.
then yung water that we release towards the environment will also be full of chemicals that are not good. So what do
Okay.
they do? They can kill the microorganisms and even affect the waterways, 'di ba? So
Mhm.
I mean, so parang yun yung isa sa mga ano natin about integrative health. Yun nga, recognition that we are all connected, and even the small microorganisms are important and they play a role. So for
Yes.
example, as a plantita, looking
Mhm.
at it from an integrative point of view, when you use a product that has chemicals that may
Mhm.
kill like yung mga microorganisms that are important for soil health, then what will happen to the food that you will plant on that soil, right?
Yes,
Then
exactly.
that food will also be affected. That's
Okay.
why there are studies that show that the quality of food that we have now is different
Mhm.
from the quality of food that our ancestors had,
Oh,
'di ba?
that's
So
yeah.
yeah. So
Mm.
important yun. So again, in terms of being integrative, why do we need to collect our food waste? In segregate it intentionally. Kasi if we don't segregate it, and then just give it to the dump trucks and everything, hindi nila
Correct.
yun segregate, right? So ang
Yeah.
mangyayari, we'll just release toxic gas, methane, which is super X times harsher and worse than your carbon dioxide in terms of absorbing heat. So, mas
Yeah.
lalo kang, we're not helping the earth in terms of combating climate change, yung ganyan. So, ang dami
Yes.
mong iisipin. So, but yun nga, I think at the root of it, if we think or if we live like and be conscious
Mhm.
about living more gently and recognizing that even our small actions can affect others, not
Agree.
humans per se,
Mm.
not just
Yeah.
humans, but
Yeah.
other organisms that God
Mhm.
created, ayan, God created, parang spiritual, then you'll
Yeah,
have more
tama naman.
respect,
Yes. So, yeah. Small
more
thing,
respect.
'di ba, will really affect so much naman talaga. Especially
Yeah.
now, when talking about the climate change. Minsan nagugulat tayo, "Oh, bakit dati hindi bumabaha dito, but now bumabaha
Exactly.
na sobra-sobra."
Yeah,
So, that is one effect, no? Mm.
yeah.
And I know how hard it is, no, yung segregation. I also practicing it sa house, no, sa
Mhm.
bahay. But whenever makikita mo yung iba, alam mo, ikaw ang ayos-ayos mo sa ginagawa mo sa bahay. You're trying everything, di ba? Para
I
pagtapos
feel
ng
you.
basura. Then makita mo merong tinatapos. Especially here in Manila, no? Parang
Yeah,
nakikita ko sa mga condo, yeah, they're making tapon lang without proper
yeah,
segregation. So I
yeah,
feel sad din na, yeah, I can
yeah.
relate to you on that, no?
Tama
So what
naman
do you
din
think?
kasi yun. I mean, there can only be parang we can only do so much as an
Yeah.
individual. So if the policies are not changed,
Yeah.
we're just parang our efforts are very
I
little
diba?
compared to the whole, 'di ba? So
Yes.
anong impact nun? So maybe
Mm-mm.
it just makes us feel good, yung gano'n na parang okay, it makes me feel good that I'm doing this. But
Yes.
oh, in the whole, the big whole, anong
Oo.
anong effect nun? Maybe very, very, very little, gano'n. So,
Mm-mm.
policies must really change.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something I'm also passionate about. So, that's my background before about
Mm.
policies. But yun nga,
Policy.
um,
Mm.
unless we have more advocates and groups of
Correct.
people,
Yeah.
citizens who will push for it, the government wouldn't know also, di ba? Kasi iba rin ang
Yes.
priorities nila. So,
Yeah.
hopefully, anyone here listening who wants to push for this, let's go.
Yes,
Let's
yeah, we can use this platform to, tell the person
push
kung sino man, di ba,
let's do it
matatouch itong
together.
ano na to, discussion na to. And I
Yeah.
agree naman din talaga, no? And the things that you do now, no, pares tayo, may mga kanya-kanya tayong advocacy, but you are really doing something really good for the community as well. At isipin mo, isa or dalawa in a day, no, na ma-inspire mo of what you do, it will replicate sa thousand folds naman.
I hope
So,
so.
yeah.
I hope so. But yun nga,
Ano
we
yan,
need
darating tayo diyan. Minsan di lang natin nare-realize. Kasi you know why? Ako kasi may mga ganyan akong moments no way back nung kind of bata-bata pa ako. There are some people na older than me, may mga sinasabi. And now that nandito na ako sa stage, naalala ko pa rin yun. And ngayon ko ginagawa, tama nga pala yung sinabi ni nung nakausap ko before. No? That's why I really love talking to the older people. Kasi nga, yung wisdom nila iba. They're seeing it in a different, no? Parang long-term yung paningin nila. And that's what you do naman. So, Tina, we still have so many things to talk about. And I still have few questions for you, no, regarding how to really live a very healthy lifestyle, not just for ourselves, but also for the community. So, yan, we will just pause for a few reminders lang, no? We'll give, few minutes to thank our sponsors. So, we will be back. Thank you. See you later.
Sign up for a year and pay less than 71 pesos per month. Visit tmt.ph/digital to get your free 30 days of the Manila Times Digital Edition.
Okay, so welcome back once again here in Grow with the Flow at the new channel. The new channel is an online alternative new media platform of online shows for people on the go. Please watch all our shows as seen on your screen. Imagine having your own shows, your own playlist, and your own content, but we will make it easier for you. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our channel is a responsible global 24/7. It's a platform that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. Grow with the Flow is always being aired every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Please watch our show so regularly. And you can watch it live or replay via Facebook or YouTube. And you can even listen to our Spotify or Apple Podcast channel. Just search hashtag TNC. So for sponsorships, please email now at the new channel or send us a direct message. Enjoy these life-changing shows because we made them for you. Thank you. And then now we go back to our special guest, Doc Tina Langit, who will still be talking more about integrative health. Oh, yan. So, most of you siguro first time palang narinig yan or we heard it before but much western no or global ano siguro is spectrum, but now that Tina is bringing us here and talking more about ano ba dapat na pwedeng gawin ng mga Filipino when it comes to living healthier life. So Tina, may I just ask you lang no parang what, although pang Miss Universe yata to. Pero what are the motivations na nakukuha mo doing this, 'di ba? Parang of course, you can do other profession. Bakit mo ba pinagtutunguhan ng pansin ito aside from what you mentioned kanina, it's a parang deeper experience kasi no, personal experience dun sa son mo. What other things pa na nakikita mo that you want to bring into the society or the community that you're serving?
Mm. So me, I guess because syempre one, I'm a doctor, right? So I
Mhm.
decided early on. I mean, 'di ba nung mga bata tayo, tinatanong tayo, what do you want to be when you grow up? Ganon.
Yeah.
So I've
Mm.
always answered that I want to be a doctor because my dad, lagi niyang sinasabi nun, if you, my dad is a lawyer,
Yeah.
was a lawyer, he has passed on, but my
Mm.
dad would always say na if you really want to help other people, be a doctor. So I
Oh,
always,
totoo
so
naman,
parang
'no?
for me,
Mm.
ano ba yung what, how do I best serve others? Yung ganon ba? Living a
Mhm.
life of service. Na it's not about
Mhm.
me. I'm
Yeah.
God put me here on this earth for a
Yes,
purpose,
totoo.
not just for
Agree.
myself,
Mm.
but
Mm.
for the world. I mean, I'm not God. I'm not Jesus Christ the Savior, yung ganyan. But I'm
Yes,
sure there is a purpose, right? Hindi naman ako
correct.
nandito lang
Mm.
para dumaan lang sa mundo.
Mhm.
So hopefully with that path, alam mo yon, to be
Mhm.
able to serve people better, it's through health, yung ganun. So that's
Yes.
how I see myself now. Like, so how do I become a person of service? It's through
Mhm.
health. And how? So one is by teaching, right? So
Mm.
that's why I got into integrative health certifications also, yung ganyan.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
could, diba? I could better serve
Mm.
other people with the knowledge that I have.
Tama,
Uh,
yeah. Mm.
yung ganon. And then, of course, it's kind of different, right, Rain?
Mhm.
Kasi the integrative health is, sabi mo nga, it's not the usual. Because
Yes. Mm.
even as when I was a student in UP Manila, iba yung approach talaga sa medicine.
True,
And
yeah.
iba yung the way that medicine was taught is different.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
uh, the way that I see medicine now is
Mhm.
also different because of my
Yeah.
experiences, yung
Mm.
ganon.
Mm.
But looking back, even when I was a student, I was
Mhm.
already really more interested in like acupuncture,
Oh,
yung gano'n. May mga so may mga elective ako talaga na inattenan na gano'n siya.
na
So
gano'n.
so
Mm.
parang ngayon, looking back, I'm just going back to that kind of interest, yung gano'n.
Yes, ang galing. Mm.
I never really saw myself as someone who would stay in the clinic, doing a
Yes,
lot of
doing that doctor
pathologic,
thing, yeah. Mm.
yeah, yung gano'n.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's why for a time I did Doctor to the Barrios, it's public health,
Yes, yes.
talking to a
Mm.
lot of people,
Mm.
masses, ganyan.
Mm,
And then
mm.
I did public health policy.
Mhm.
So that opened up my mind to like how do you change the system? It's through
Correct.
policy talaga.
Yeah, totoo naman,
It's
yes.
not just your individual effort because it can only be so much, but so you have to do it through policy.
Yeah,
If you want to scale up the changes that you want, diba?
exactly.
So
Mm.
what pushes me is that thought, like how what is my mission, what is the purpose that
Mhm.
God has put me here on earth, yung ganon. And I always say, sana Lord, I don't wanna, parang ayoko yung feeling na, or sana hindi mangyari na dumaan ka lang sa mundo. And then,
Yes,
wala kang
tama.
nagawa, 'di ba?
Oo,
Wala kang
iba.
nagawa. No one
Yes.
will remember what
Mm.
you've done, yung gano'n.
Yan,
No one
yeah.
would no one would remember anything about you,
Mm,
yung gano'n.
mm.
So yun yung lagi kong pinagdarasal, Lord, so give me parang show me that purpose and guide me
Mm.
as I honor you and as I serve you. Alam mo yun, in your name. I'm not perfect.
Tama. You have a mission, yun, dapat.
Yeah, definitely I'm not perfect. And
Of
there will be
course, all of us are not perfect.
yeah,
I agree with you on that.
uh,
But the good thing about you, yeah, yung imperfection mo will really somehow be a gateway for others to live a more peaceful, calm, di ba? Ayan, kasi nga,
perfection. Wala, hindi perfect.
and you're helping a lot, no? Kasi yung nga, sabi, yung palang essential oils na yun, di ba? Just imagine kung ganun ang magiging effect niya and then you're educating these people no, about
Mm,
it. Diba? Parang you're helping more people pa without even knowing. Sometimes kasi hindi naman natin ma-inventaryo yung mga taong natutulungan
yeah,
natin.
yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah. It's all about the impact that you do. So it's nice no na you have this. And now na kasi you are also a Sun Life advisor. Diba? You're
Yeah,
still
yeah,
active
yeah.
doing that. Yun naman it addresses naman
That's
yung
how we met, di ba?
Oo, doon kami ni Tina talagang nag-jive, no? So,
Mm,
ako, I am also into that, yung financial health. Kasi at the end of the
yeah.
day, we really need to have this healthy relationship with what we have monetary speaking, no? Hindi, tsaka yun, talking about yung waste, na hindi ka basta-basta mag-waste ng money if you really have something na, di ba, financial plan or whatever. So,
Yeah.
how do you, curious lang ako, no? Being a mom of three, na ang cute, ang kukulit ng mga yan, di ba? Yung mga precious moments, eh. So, how do you manage your daily life? How is it to be Tina in a day? Parang ganon.
I think ano lang, you have to be clear about your priorities. Different seasons of your life, different like months even of your life. Iba yung magiging priority mo. So like me, generally, I'm in the season of my life where my priority will always still be my kids, 'di ba?
Of
Because they're
course.
still small.
Mhm.
And as a parent, syempre, your role is really to guide them so that they can go out into the world
Mhm.
as independently and as resilient as they could, right?
Yeah.
I'm not, we're not the kind of parents, kami ng husband ko na, at least we think,
Yeah.
na we model our kids.
Mhm.
Our kids, we let them have the experiences, however painful it may be, and because there's always a lesson, and that's how we became the persons we are today because of all
Yes.
those lessons that we had also before. So that's my priority. I think in any time of the day, at any time of the day, the thought is okay. At the back of my mind, okay, how are my
Mhm.
kids? Are they in their class? Are they
Yeah.
are they they
The
eating
usual
well.
na ano ng mga mommies, no? Ano ba yung
Yeah,
mga
yeah. So
activities nila?
ganun siya. And then part of my priority now is really fitness also. So
Mhm.
I'm almost 40. I'm gonna be 40 this year. So I'm not getting
Oh, you
any
don't look
young.
like 40, parang 28 lang.
Thank you. It's the Asian
Oo.
genes. Hindi naman ako
Yes.
nag-aano. Yeah, 'di ba? Ganyan naman tayo mga Asians. Parang ikaw din, 'di ba? You look younger than your age.
Thanks.
But so yeah, I do a lot of I am very conscious now that I get my 10,000 steps daily, whether
Wow.
through walking or by running. So natutuwa ako na parang, oh yay, 10,000 ako ulit today, yung ganyan. Sometimes
Yes.
Sometimes I reach 15, 20, ganon.
Mm,
So I really,
mm.
really love walking. Walking now, ang goal ko this year, or at least
Mhm.
by early next year, is to be able to join a marathon. So I
Oh,
have never
really
been an
looking forward to
athlete.
that.
I have never been athletic growing up. Yung ganon.
Mm.
Like
Yes.
while growing up, nagbabasa lang ako. Yung ganon. Boring. Pero yun. So, parang feeling ko, ngayon ko tina-try i-fulfill yung what I should have done while I was younger. So,
Oo, very nice.
one, it's like a bucket list. So, I'm doing
Mm.
intentional effort to really train for it.
Oh.
Um,
So when you
there.
say marathon, Tina, ito yung ano, legit na marathon na ano ba,
Yeah,
nagsisimula.
42
Yes,
kilometers.
yes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
wow.
Yun.
Mm.
And then syempre, gusto ko ano bang syempre putting it out there into the universe, pero parang 'di ba si J-Lo is like ano ba, 50
Oo
na si J-Lo.
naman,
Look
50
at that
plus.
body. So
Yes.
gusto ko rin ng gano'n. I mean, you're at least people at least you know that you are taking care of yourself. Yung gano'n ba na
Yeah, oo.
so I do not only cardio but also yun nga, strength training. Yon.
Yes, yeah. And it's a good, ano na, you're being a good example then to other young moms, no? Young ka pa rin naman. Sabi ko nga, hindi
Yeah.
ka pa naman 40. Kasi it's not because your mommy wala ng time or you're okay ka na,
Mhm.
no? Sige, okay lang
Yeah.
yan tumabay ko kasi nanay na ako. Ayoko na nagpapasexy lang yung mga nasa gym. So, what can you say about
Definitely
those
naman.
things
At
na?
saka wala namang masama kung magpa-sexy ka, 'di ba? Depends
Yes!
kung ano
So,
yung motivation. Like for
yeah.
me, not so much as magpa-sexy, but really to maintain health, 'di ba?
Yeah. Oo,
To
to be
maintain health,
fit. Actually, yung
yes.
fitness talaga, yan, 'di ba? Na yung
So,
stamina mo, yung vitality,
correct.
flexibility. Mhm.
Correct. So
Mm.
just siguro isang ano ko is like my dad died early. So my
Hmm,
dad had diabetes, he
okay.
suffered stroke.
Mhm.
Um so so it's in our genes, kumbaga. But I don't want to be a prisoner of my genes. Kumbaga, we don't need to be. So we can do
Yes.
something as long as we know what to do, right? So we eat
Mm.
properly, we
Mhm.
exercise, and
Mm.
movement. Movement is the best,
Yes.
it's the best prevention thing against
Yeah.
diabetes. So it
Correct.
really helps in terms of managing our sugar. So yun, so
Mhm.
isa yun, ayoko magka-diabetes.
Kasi yung
Kasi
sure naman yan,
once you
oo.
get diabetes, it's a risk factor for so many other things, 'di ba?
Correct,
So
oo. May
mag-iba talaga
impetiksyon,
yung
no?
yes,
Mhm.
mag-iba yung life mo. So me, as
Mm.
much as possible, if I could prevent it, why not, right? So
Why
I make an effort for that. And now a big I do try to block my time, Rain,
Mhm.
so that I have time for all the things that I want to do. So every
Yan.
day I have time for reading. So I
Mhm.
make an effort, as in that's
Kaya
intentional
pala ang
also.
dami mong books, 'no? Background mo
Yeah,
books.
I love reading. Look at Norma. So
Yes.
marami hindi pa rin I mean, a lot of the adult books there, like yung mga whatever. Basta ang daming
Mhm.
mga books there na we haven't really had time to buy.
Yeah.
I'm sure,
Mhm.
sino dito yung mga mahilig bumili pero hindi nababasa? So, for
Me!
years, di ba? So, for
Ayan.
years, we're like that.
Oh,
So
yes.
now, so this 2023, I said to myself, okay, enough. We really need to make time for reading.
Yes, to
So
read.
if I'm so I mean before parang siguro in a year nakaka 2 books lang ako. Pero
Mm.
like the itong past 3 months, naka
Mm.
7 books ako. I mean from two
Wow!
in the past 3 months, right? So I'm
Three
happy with
months, 7 books. Galing,
yeah,
ha?
so I wish I could have read like kahit 1 book a week, but yon hindi ko siya
Oh,
nagawa. But
okay.
so it's intentional. Like every day I
Yes.
have to read
Tama.
at least a chapter of the book that I'm
Oh,
reading. Syempre
yes.
if it's fiction book, mababasa mo agad.
Oo, mabilis lang yun, oo.
So
Ah,
ang break ko sa mga books na ibang binabasa ko ay romance.
ayan.
Romance novel kasi ang bilis mabasa, 'di ba? So feeling ko 'yun.
Oo,
So
yes.
yeah, and then
Oh.
so I block
Mm.
time for that now. So reading, exercising for my kids, and syempre doing ano din, how I serve my community, how I serve my essential oil community, and also my Sun Life
Yes.
people. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to be ano, it's not perfect. I'm still trying to find the best time,
Mhm.
but it's there. Hopefully going there, and the
Yeah.
universe is, try kind of
Hmm.
conniving to
Yes, oo.
really make everything just flow. Yeah,
Yes, correct ka diyan, tama ka. And as long as you are happy naman with the things na that you're doing, 'di ba? Kahit meron na yung kailangan ba ano, perfect yung lahat ng no, ako I'm
yes.
always after dun sa at the end of the day, I can say na happy yung araw ko ngayon because I did
Mm-mm.
some things, no, minor things that make me
Yeah.
smile and make me appreciate the beauty of life. But even yan, yung
Yeah.
mga halaman, minsan nasa campus lang ako 'no, makakakita lang ako naman, kinakausap ko yung, "Wow, hi, how's your
Oh,
day?"
wow! May fairy dyan.
Yes, nafi-feel happy rin ako parang, sabi ko, "Baliw na ba ako?" Pero parang hindi naman yata. It's
Yeah.
just, things that makes you happy, why not do it, 'di ba?
Yes. There
Yun.
are research naman showing that plants really make people happy. So,
Totoo siya,
yeah.
yes. Oo, kasi madaanan mo lang siya parang siyang may message na sinasabi sa'yo, "Wait lang, slow down, parang pansinin mo ako." Parang gano'n. Ako feeling ko gano'n even with the animals 'no, mga ganyan
Di
din
ba nga
'no.
in Japan, Rain, there's a practice, yung forest bathing. So you go into a
Mm.
forest and you just parang bathe there
Yes,
so that
yes,
you will enjoy the compounds of the plants, di ba? Because they're
yes.
healing. So yun nga, for me, we might not be able to do that all the time because hindi mo alam kung saan yung malapit na forest dito, yung ganon.
Tama,
So,
lalayo pati ng
yeah,
pag
so ang alternative ko is surround myself with the same compounds, okay, through essential oils. Like for
yes.
example, I diffuse pine, ganon, in our
Mm.
room, edi para ka rin nasa forest. Iba nga,
Oo,
iba nga
yan.
lang yung ano, yun. Pero I'm confident doing that because the yun nga, the brand that I use, medyo ok-ok talaga sila in
Okay.
producing the kind of oil that are good for our bodies and our minds.
Mm.
So
Wow.
yun.
So interesting, Tina. Parang kulang yung isang oras natin, no?
Wait, siguro one last siguro just to add to the integrative health thing. So,
Mm,
when
yes,
you do
yes.
integrative health consultation, these are the things
Mm,
that you will be asked, right? You will be
yes.
asked not only about your physical health. Ano pong problema, ano pong nararamdaman natin ngayon? Hindi lang 'yun eh. Yun yung
Mm,
that's the chief complaint. So when we do that, when you do integrative consultation, we also ask you more in depth. Okay, how's your relationship? How's your work? What's giving
oh.
you stress? How's your financial life? How are your yun nga, relationships? How deep
Mhm,
are they?
mhm.
Are you having some problems with that? How's your
Yeah,
spiritual life? What's your practice? Yung mga
yeah.
ganun ba? What are the kinds of products that you use at home? What brings you joy? Yung mga ganyan. What do
Ang
you do during
galing, yeah, oo, yes, oo.
because iba-iba namang tao,
Mm,
iba-iba yung nagbibigay sa atin ng saya, 'di ba? But some people
mm.
they can't even find time to do the things
Correct.
that make them happy, right? Or a lot
Oo,
of people, the thing that makes them stress are their relationships. And when
correct.
you're stressed, a lot of times it triggers physical reaction in our
Yes,
bodies that is
yeah.
our disease, 'di ba? Disease.
Mhm,
So,
mm, mm.
ganun. So that's how integrative health is
Mhm.
discussed. Parang ganon. So,
Wow. So where
so
can
for
we avail of that, or where can we contact you ba for the integrative consultation? Kasi ang ganda niya, no? Oo.
Yeah,
For
oo.
a
So,
lot
it
of
takes a lot, like minimum consultation is 1 hour, and then it's not just one time because you cannot solve a problem just by
yes,
talking to
tama
the person
naman.
time,
Mm,
right? There are
mm,
many layers. Okay, so like for me, I see it more as like coaching,
yeah.
ganon, and guiding you in terms of unraveling all those layers so that we can get to the root of the problem, 'di ba?
Correct.
Kasi
Yes.
meron naman at merong nagti-trigger niyang stress mo eh, yung gano'n. Nung
Yes, yes.
sakit mo na 'yan, yung
Mm,
gano'n. Siyempre meron
tama.
ka mga diagnostics na gagawin, but
Yes.
there will be so much more that will be asked. Yan.
Okay, so sige, where can we contact you? Ayan nga. Oh, where can we contact you if you're interested to avail of that or to get in touch with
So
you?
I will post it on my Instagram how to contact me, and I'm going to post Calendly link also for consultation. Yeah.
Consultation.
Wait
Wow.
for
So,
that na lang.
ayan, oo. So, you can also check the IG or Instagram of
Mm,
Tina at Mrs. Domesticated and
mm.
at Domesticated Oilers. Yan. For
Yes, for
those.
those who are interested sa oils. It's
Yeah,
the
oh yes, oo. And then, yun, reach out to her, guys, no? Makakatulong siya, tama. We all need coaches, no? And yung magpasabing coaches, marami yan eh. We
yeah.
need to and learn things naman talaga as we grow older. So, sige,
Mm.
magpapacoach ako sa'yo dyan,
Yeah,
Antina.
sure, Rain, sure.
Thank you. Any last word before we close this episode? Any thing that you
Yeah,
would like
siguro
to
ang
say?
idadagdag ko which I wasn't able to discuss earlier, relationships are super important, and a lot of
Mm,
times they're the ones that's triggering our problems, yung ganyan. So, of course, so we need to pray for the right person to come to
mm,
our lives, yung ganyan.
yes.
And aside from prayers, we really need to handle it. I mean, if we need to say goodbye to a relationship, whether it be a partner or a friend,
Mhm.
it's okay, 'di ba? Or we need to
Mm,
forgive someone, malaking bagay din 'yon. So,
mm.
yun lang. And then siguro as a parting word, everything is really connected. So, let's
True.
live
Mhm.
gently, and I am always cheering for your healthier homes.
Oh, thank you, Tina. And thank you for connecting with me
Yeah,
today, no, through this show, Grow with the
correct. Thank you,
Flow.
TNC.
Yes, and we will see each other, Patina, no? Thank you so
Yes.
much once again. And for this episode, we would like to thank everyone for tuning in, and please watch our replay. And we will be seeing you for the next season or season 2 of Grow with the Flow. We will announce it in the new channel Facebook page. Thank you and have a great weekend, guys. Salamat.